Hi, Paratime Weather Meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, June 3rd. We have an active weather situation here in the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeastern part of the nation. One batch of rain has already moved through the D.C., Philadelphia metro regions, now into New York City, associated with a northward moving warm frontal system. Later today into tonight, there's a chance for some strong to potentially severe thunderstorms, downpours included, associated with a cold frontal system that will move in from the northwest to the southeast later in the day and into tonight. The threat of rain will continue on Friday with possible additional showers and thunderstorms associated with a very slow moving upper level trough, and then high pressure ridging starts to build into the eastern U.S. early this weekend, and by the time we get to early next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday time frame, looks like it'll become a kind of a classic summertime Bermuda high type of situation with strong high pressure over the western Atlantic Ocean, pumping in hot and increasingly humid air into the northeastern part of the nation. Let's start off with today's potential strong to severe thunderstorm activity. First of all, this is the severe weather outlook as depicted by NOAA's Storm Prediction Center. They're based out in Norman, Oklahoma. And it has a slight risk of severe weather all the way from southern Virginia across D.C. into southeastern Pennsylvania, into the New York City metro region, and really up to the Hudson Valley region of New York, all associated with that cold frontal system later today into tonight that will be supported by strong energy in the upper part of the atmosphere. Well, here's a look at the radar across the nation from WSI's and telecast.com. A couple things I want to emphasize here. First of all, this batch of rain right here kicked through the D.C. metro region, Philadelphia in the wee hours of the morning, now still throwing some rainfall across the New York City metro region and into southern New England, associated with a northward moving warm frontal system. Primarily this rainfall was from I-95 points to the east to the coast, but then out here over the Tennessee Valley into the Ohio Valley, that's an area of showers and thunderstorms associated with the eastward moving cold frontal system. Poses a threat for strong to severe thunderstorms in the I-95 corridor region, probably in the typical time frame of, let's say, 3 p.m. in the middle of the afternoon all the way to 9 or 10 p.m. tonight. There can even be some heavy downpours later tonight into early tomorrow in the Mid-Atlantic region associated with this overall weather pattern. Meanwhile, still some soaking rainfall across the southern part and central part of Texas. That's really kind of good news for Texas because that'll help to keep temperatures suppressed, not only during the rain event, but even for a while afterwards with the soil moisture at higher levels that inhibits the chance for excessive heat, at least in the state of Texas. A lot of dry weather out across the western half of the nation. Well, let's use last night's 6Z run of the NAM model. I think it has had a pretty good handle on the precipitation associated with this weather pattern, at least in the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's start off by looking at the 500 millibar level. Again, we have a positively tilted upper level trough situated now over the south central states, extending from Illinois, Missouri, all the way down into Texas, Arkansas region. It's a slow mover, and that's why we have a threat of rain in the Mid-Atlantic region all the way into, really into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night before high pressure ridging takes over. Let's move forward here. We're just going on an hourly increment basis right here through the day today, and again, by later in the day and early tonight especially, there'll be a chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms, downpours in the I-95 corridor region, really throughout the Mid-Atlantic region as that upper level trough slowly edges eastward. But let's move forward here into the overnight hours and even into the day on Friday. This system will still be situated just to the west of the I-95 corridor as we begin the day on Friday. As a result, there will continue to be the threat for some showers and maybe even some strong thunderstorms on Friday in the Mid-Atlantic region, certainly in New England as well. It takes a while for that upper level trough to finally kick on out of here, and here we are by Friday evening. still sitting right on top of Delaware, New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania. Then it kicks to the east by the time we get to the upcoming weekend. This is Saturday morning forecast map. Notice high pressure ridging really dominating the scene, other than this kind of upper level low sitting and spinning over Texas where there is some rainfall. High pressure dominates much of the southern U.S. and it just expands to the north and east over the upcoming weekend. And by the time we get to Sunday, high pressure ridging aloft will dominate the scene right here in the eastern part of the nation. Hot weather, increasingly humid weather, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday as well, in places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and throughout the mid-Atlantic region. It'll become an increasingly humid stretch of weather as well, with high pressure situated over the Atlantic Ocean, kind of your typical Bermuda high situation. We'll have southwesterly flow in the lower part of the atmosphere, pumping in hot and again increasingly humid air for that Sunday into the midweek time frame. Well, let's walk through the precipitation fields from the 6E run of the NAM model. And here's the rainfall associated with the warm frontal system, primarily along the eastern seaboard, but here's the rainfall associated with that advancing cold frontal system. Again, kind of a gap in between the two. One batch with the warm front already through much of the I-95 corridor region. The other batch of rainfall probably mid to late afternoon into the evening hours. Again, that kind of typical 3 p.m. to, let's say, 9 or 10 p.m. time frame. Nothing more than an occasional shower over the next several hours in the I-95 corridor region. Other than New York City, for the next hour or two, they'll have more steady rainfall with that warm front. Let's move forward here, and again, by the time we get into the late afternoon, we'll have an increasing chance of those strong to potentially severe thunderstorms, and there can be some downpours. You see the NAM model here putting out some heavy rainfall in this particular hour upstate New Jersey, and that can extend all the way down to southeastern Pennsylvania. That's not the end of the thread. Even the NAM model here has some heavy rainfall in the wee hours of the morning all the way into daybreak and early morning hours on Friday. Don't be surprised to see additional showers and maybe some downpours late tonight into the day on Friday. It's not like a strong cold frontal system will clear things, not by any means. And we have the threat continuing for more rainfall right here during the day on Friday into Friday night. And really it'll take the day Saturday to bring us some rain-free conditions. This is now late Friday night going into Saturday morning, and at this point in time you have strong high pressure ridging starting to take over. High pressure is situated right in this region right here, and that will pump in some hot weather for the I-95 corridor for the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday time frame as well, and it will become increasingly humid as well. In other words, very summer-like coming for the early and perhaps middle part of next week for the northeastern quadrant of the nation. Well, I wanted to wrap up by kind of switching the GFS model, just kind of look longer term in terms of the temperature pattern here. This is the 850 millibar forecast map for early today, Thursday morning here. We'll just move forward here and take a look at this hot weather stretch coming for the northeastern part of the nation. Relatively close to normal over the next 48 hours or so. Heating will be limited by lots of clouds and again occasional showers and thunderstorms. Then we get into the upcoming weekend. This is the Saturday early afternoon forecast map. Notice above normal conditions starting to intensify in the mid-Atlantic region. Still, by the way, staying cooler than normal across Texas, Louisiana. That's associated with that upper level low. It keeps a lot of clouds around. Clouds this time of the year makes a big, big difference in the state of Texas, and some rainfall as well, keeping that state cooler than normal. And here we are now into Sunday morning, hot weather. Probably 90 degrees for highs Sunday afternoon. Philadelphia, New York City, D.C., maybe the low 90s as well. And that sticks around here literally because humidity levels will be rising with this pattern here by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday. And notice here all the way into Wednesday, This is Wednesday morning forecast map. We have above normal conditions stretching from the Rocky Mountains all the way across the northern U.S. into the mid-Atlantic region. Still, by the way, staying cooler than normal across parts of the southeast and Texas. Clouds do a wonderful thing in keeping the excessive heat away from Texas and the deep south this time of the year. Let's move forward here just to go well into the future here, and we will see some cooler air moving back in here, at least by the middle of the month here, into the northeastern quadrant of the nation. So even though we have a hot stretch of weather coming from, let's say, Sunday into at least midweek next week, it's not going to stay throughout the month of June. It looks like there will be some more cooler than normal air masses pushing in, at least by the middle of the month of June. So a lot going on. Watch out later today and tonight for some downpours and the possibility of some strong to severe thunderstorm activity in the I-95 corridor region throughout the northeastern part of the nation. The threat for rain will continue on Friday and Friday night as well, before a hot and increasingly humid stretch of weather takes place from Sunday into the next midweek throughout the Great Lakes, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. For ParatonWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.